Okay, so this is h bar and this is h star, level from center of gravity up to the free surface. Why I am repeating these things? Because here the notations are going to change. Okay, so therefore the height from center of pressure up to the free surface of liquid is h star. Then if you take a thin slice or a strip in this particular surface, then the height of that strip up to the free surface of liquid is taken as a h. So these are the different notation we used to use while identifying the equation for a vertical surface immersed in a static fluid. Okay, so simultaneously this is the same surface, plane surface, but it is in inclined position. Okay, so now this particular surface is irregular plane surface which is inclined. So now this is the center of gravity going to exist somewhere here, and this is the center of pressure. Okay, so same diagram I have inclined it. Okay, so it make an angle theta
Ma'am,
with,
slide is not
yes,
visible, ma'am.
Ma'am, slide is not visible.
now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so this was a vertical surface. Now I have kept this vertical surface inclined so that it can make an angle theta with respect to this axis. Okay, so now from the center of gravity, the center of gravity is above the center of pressure. So this is G, which indicates center of gravity. P indicates center of pressure. So from the center of gravity up to the free surface of liquid, I have taken as h bar. Okay, simultaneously from the center of pressure up to the free surface of liquid, that is taken as a h star. Simultaneously from the strip, so this is nothing but the strip, so this height is taken as a h. So these are the terms here. Okay, so this was the terms which indicates height h, that is height of the strip from the free surface of liquid, height of the center of gravity from the free surface, and height of center of pressure from the free surface. Now I have inclined this particular surface. Okay, when you're going to make an inclination, that is angle theta, so this will become the axis. Okay, so this will become the axis. So now this is the new position, and this axis is taken as OO axis. Okay, so now let us change the notations. So from the center of gravity up to this surface, initially this was the free surface of liquid, now this will become free surface of liquid, that is OO axis. Okay, so now here from the center of gravity up to this particular level or surface OO axis, so the height is taken as a y bar. Simultaneously from the center of pressure up to the OO axis is taken as a y star, and this is the height, that is from this strip. So height of the strip from this OO axis is taken as a y. Okay, where in the previous case df is nothing but it is the force acting on this strip, that will remain constant. Whether you keep it vertically, whether you keep it inclined, the force exerting is taken as a df itself. Okay, whereas the thickness, so this is the thickness of the strip which I have taken as a dy, and the area of the strip is taken as a. Okay, understood up till here, my dear students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let us derive the equation. So here you can see A is the total area of the inclined surface. I don't know what is the force exerting on the total surface. So just in the previous problems, you have identified different forces, F1, F2, F3, F4. Okay, so you have considered the slices there. Okay, so different slices we have taken and we have identified what is the force exerting here and what is the force exerting here. So the total force is calculated by adding all of them. Okay, simultaneously. So this is a surface. This is a surface. I don't know where does the force acting on this surface. So it is very difficult to identify the forces if it is a irregular and a large surface. So that's why I am going to take a strip here and I am going to identify what is the force exerting on a strip just as a previous problem. So in this particular problem, so here you are going to take a strips. So these are the different strips. Okay. And you are going to identify what is the force exerted on each strip. Okay. Adding all of them, you will come to know what is the force acting on this entire surface. Simultaneously, in this particular problem, I don't know what is the total force acting on this entire surface. So that's why I have taken a small strip and I have to identify what is the force exerting on the strip. When you are going to integrate that, you will come to know what is the force exerting on this entire surface. So this derivation is similar to that of a vertical surface, but thing is that here another three terms are going to be included, that is y bar, y star and y. Okay, so now h bar is nothing but it is as usual I have explained. H star, theta is nothing but it is the angle made by the plane of the surface with the free liquid surface. Okay, so this is the angle theta made by this surface. Next, so here this is nothing but the OO axis. And how we are going to identify the pressure intensity? So there are two equations. One is P is equal to rho g H. So this is called as a pressure intensity equation, whereas the pressure force equation is written as P is equal to F divided by A. Okay, this is called as a pressure force and this equation is called as a pressure intensity equation. So from the pressure intensity equation, that is the pressure intensity on a strip. Now I have to concentrate only on this strip and I have to identify what is the force exerting on this strip. Once I identify the force exerting on the strip, then I can identify the height of this particular force from the free surface of liquid. So here in this case, in this particular problem, derivation, the pressure intensity on this strip, the equation, common equation is written as P is equal to rho g H. Pressure force, okay, I am concentrating only on the strip. So therefore, I have taken it as a dF. So dF, so if I take this as a dF, then this as a dA, so then the pressure exerting, that is dF will be equal to P into dA. Okay, so what was the equation for pressure? It was rho gH into this dA. Okay, so from this ratio, that is P is equal to dF by dA. Why I have taken it as a dF? Because I am considering a strip here. Okay, so therefore P into area of the strip, that is P is nothing but it is rho gH and area of the strip I have taken it as a dA. Now the total pressure force. So total pressure force is identified by integrating dF. So the total force on this entire surface is identified by integrating dF. So integration of rho gH into dA. Okay. So you have to integrate these terms, that is rho gH into dA. Understood up till here, my dear students? Understood up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next, from this particular diagram, so here you can see, so from this particular diagram, this surface looks like a right angled triangle. Okay, so this is height h bar and this distance is y bar, and this is the adjacent. Okay, so this particular portion I have drawn here. Okay, so that is h bar and h star. So here in this diagram you can see again from this particular height, that is h star, if you erect a line, then again it will show you a right angled triangle. Simultaneously from h, if you erect a perpendicular and if you join a line, you are going to see three right angled triangles here. Okay, so these triangles, that is the vertical is h bar and h star. Okay, so this diagram I have drawn here. So where the opposite side indicates h bar and h star, and hypotenuse. So there are again three values, that is y bar and y star. So applying sine rule for this particular triangle. So sine theta is nothing but it is opposite by hypotenuse. So which is opposite here? H divided by y. Simultaneously h bar divided by y bar and h star divided by y star. Okay, so from that particular triangle, so if you apply sine rule, then h by y is nothing but sine theta, simultaneously h bar by y bar and h star divided by y star is nothing but it is equivalent to sine theta. So now from this particular equation, okay, so h can be written as, so h divided by y is nothing but it is equal to sine theta. So therefore h is also written as y sine theta. Okay, so from this particular equation, that is h is equal to y sine theta. Now equate the value of h in this particular equation. Okay, so therefore f will become integration of rho g. H is written as y into sine theta into dA. Okay, so here rho is a constant, g is constant, and theta will be constant, sine theta. You are going to integrate y into dA. Okay, because y is the term that is going to change. Why it is going to change? Suppose in the next case, so think that this is the force F1. Now if I consider another strip here, if I calculate the force exerted, that is F2. So here the y value is also going to change. Okay, so for different distances the y is going to change. Apart from that, so here you can see this is a irregular surface. It is not a perfect circle. It is an irregular surface. The area of this strip and the area of the second strip is not constant here. It is also going to change. So therefore, the term y and dA, it is going to change. So therefore, integrating y into dA. So dA is for a small strip. When you are going to integrate, then you are going to obtain A. Simultaneously, when you are going to integrate y, so since the center of gravity is considered here. So while calculating the force, that is F, that is total pressure, you need to consider this center of gravity. So therefore, I am going to replace y as a y bar. So now this particular term is equated as A into y bar. Okay, so now the equation will become rho g into sine theta. This was constant. After integrating y into dA, you are going to obtain y bar into A. Okay, so again from the previous equation. So from this equation, that is h bar divided by y bar is nothing but it is equal to sine theta. So therefore, what will be the value of h bar? H bar is nothing but it is y bar into sine theta. Okay, so now equate the value of y bar into sine theta as h bar. Now this is the equation for a total pressure for an inclined condition. Understood, my dear students, up till here? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
My voice is audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others? Amog? Amog, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
My voice is audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
So understood up till here? What about
Yes, ma'am.
others? Okay, F is equal to rho G A into H bar. So this is the equation to calculate the total pressure. Okay, next, let us identify the equation for center of pressure. Now I have identified F as rho G A into H bar. What was the equation for F for vertical condition? What was the equation for F for vertical condition? Please answer me. What was the equation for F for vertical condition, for first condition?
Rho GH, ma'am.
Check it once. Check it once. What was the equation for F for a vertical surface immersed in a liquid? Be quick. You have solved so many numerical problems.
F is equal to rho G H AH bar.
Okay. So for vertical condition also, the equation for F is rho G A into H bar it is. Okay. So both for vertical and as well as inclined surface, the equation will remain same. That is F is equal to rho G A into H bar. Okay. Now let us discuss about the H star. So in case of a H star, I need to identify the position of F. Okay, so once you get to know what is H star, then you will come to know the position of F. So now the pressure force on a strip. So there are two equations. One is pressure intensity and pressure force. Okay, so pressure force equation is written as F divided by A. So since I am concentrating only on a strip, therefore I am going to consider dF. Okay, so from this previous equation, dF can be written as rho G A into rho G H into dA. Okay, where rho G H is nothing but it is pressure, A is the cross sectional area of the strip, that is taken as dA. Okay, so rho into G. So in place of H, I am going to equate it as a y sine theta. So in place of H, I am going to equate y sine theta and dA will remain as it is. Now, taking the moment of force dF about the axis OO. So whenever you are going to identify the moment, so moment is calculated by taking force acting into distance. So moment is calculated by taking the product of force into distance. Okay, the distance of the force from a particular datum. So here in this particular problem, so this is taken as a datum. Forget about this because it is not in a vertical condition, it is in an inclined condition. So therefore the reference will become OO axis. Now you need to identify what is the position of F from this height, taking this as a reference, taking this as a reference, OO axis. So now in this particular case, DF is nothing but force acting at a distance y here. Okay, so here in this diagram, DF is nothing but it is the force acting on the strip. What is the height of the strip from the axis? It is y. So therefore, taking the moment, dF is nothing but it is the force acting at a distance y. So what is the dF? It is rho g y into sine theta into dA multiplied by this y. So therefore, the term y, that is y square, rho g sine theta into y square dA, it will come. So therefore, sum of all the moments of the force. Okay, now I have identified the moment for only this strip. I need to identify what is the moment for entire surface. So for entire surface, I need to integrate the above equation. So integrating the above equation, that is rho g sine theta into y square into dA. Again the terms, so these are the terms constant which are taken outside. Integrate y square into dA. So while deriving the equation for vertical surface, there was a term. So there was a term that is nothing but integration of h square into dA. So integration of h square into dA is taken as I naught, that is moment of inertia. So therefore in this condition also integration of y square into dA. Okay, where h was also height, here y is also a height. Height square multiplied by cross sectional area of the strip will give you I naught, that is moment of inertia. So therefore equating this integration of y square into dA as I naught. So therefore the equation will become rho g sine theta into I naught. So let us take this as a equation 1. Now the moment of total force. So this was if you consider this entire surface, then you have to identify what is the force exerted on this entire surface. So this is taken as h star from a distance h star. If I ask you to calculate moment, then how you are going to calculate moment here? It is force into distance is h star. Okay. So now let us take this as a equation 2. So this was for vertical. For inclined condition, we have taken it as a y star. So F into y star. H star is not taken into consideration here because the surface is not vertical, it is inclined. So therefore, take this as a equation 2. Equate equation 1 and 2. So from this particular equation, y star is written as rho g sine theta into I naught. So this y will come to f will come to the denominator. Okay. So from the equation, so from this particular equation, h star by y star is nothing but sine theta. So h star by y star is nothing but it is equal to sine theta. Okay, so therefore y star can be also written as, if y star comes here, then it will become h star divided by sine theta. H star divided by sine theta is nothing but it is equal to y star. Now equate the value here. So this is rho g sine theta into I naught divided by f. Now I am going to replace this y star by taking h star divided by sine theta. Okay. So therefore from the parallel axis theorem, I naught is written as Ig plus A into y square bar. For vertical condition, the value for moment of inertia was Ig plus A into h square bar. For inclined condition, the equation for I naught from the parallel axis theorem is Ig plus A into y square bar. Understood up till here, my dear students? So it is bit lengthy and very important from the exam point of view. Understood up till here? You all are sleeping?
No, ma'am.
Understood, ma'am.
Those who are not sleeping, raise your hands. Those who are not sleeping, raise your hands. I think these people are sleeping. Okay. So this was the equation for I naught for inclined surface. Now next, so here this is nothing but the equation for y bar. So this is the equation for y bar, y star. So y star is replaced by h star divided by sine theta. So it is replaced by h star divided by sine theta, and these terms will remain same. That is rho g into sine theta divided by rho g into h bar. Why? Because f is nothing but it is rho g into a into h bar, it is h bar. So therefore I naught is nothing but it is ig plus a into y square bar. Keep h star as it is because we have to identify the value of h star. When sine theta comes to the numerator, it will become sine square theta. The rho g terms from numerator and denominator are going to cancel. Therefore, finally, the equation is sine square divided by a into h bar into ig plus a into y square bar. So now from the equation h bar divided by y bar, which is equal to sine theta, therefore y bar is equal to h divided by sine theta. So from in this particular equation, replace the value of a y square bar as h bar divided by sine theta. So therefore the equation will become h star is equal to sine square theta divided by a into h bar into ig plus a into, so this term was y square bar. So therefore it will become y square bar is nothing but h square bar divided by sine square theta. So therefore the term, when you are going to take this particular equation, that is ig into sine square theta divided by a into h bar. So this is in bracket. So open the bracket. Sine square theta by a into h bar multiplied by ig is written as like this. Ig into sine square theta divided by a into h bar plus again sine square theta divided by a into h bar multiplied by this term. Okay, when it is going to be multiplied by this term, sine square theta are going to cancel. A is also going to cancel. So here h bar and h square is there. So one h bar is going to cancel. So finally we are going to end up with the equation h star is equal to ig into sine square theta divided by a into h bar plus h bar. Now students, tell me what was the equation for vertical condition? What was the equation for h star for vertical condition? Till now, how you have identified the value of a h star? Which equation you are going to take? Hello? Are you hearing me? Hello? 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 Are you hearing me? Hello? Hello? My voice is audible? Hello? Hello? My voice is audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me what was the equation to identify h star for vertical condition? if the surface is kept vertical, then how you are going to identify H star? Which was that equation to calculate H star?
IG divided by AH bar plus CH bar.
IG divided by
AH
AH bar
plus H bar.
plus H bar. So this is the equation to identify the value of H star for vertical condition. Okay. Now similarly, what is the difference between the previous one and this one? Here, in spite of taking Ig divided by AH bar, there is a multiplication of a sine square theta because the surface is inclined plus H bar. Okay. So here the equation, that is the equation for F and equation for H star is the same, both for vertical condition and inclined condition. But thing is that in case of an inclined condition, Ig is multiplied by sine square theta. That is the only difference. So if the value of theta remains 90 degree, then it is equivalent to 1. Understood? So these was the equations by which you are going to calculate the value of a H star. So the value of H star and the value of F is calculated by taking F is equal to rho GA into H bar, and H star is Ig divided by Ig sine square theta divided by AH bar plus H bar. This is for inclined. And for vertical, it is F is equal to rho GA into H bar, and H star is calculated by taking Ig divided by A into H bar plus H bar. So this is for a vertical condition. Understood, my dear students? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So note down the equation. So note down this equation for an inclined surface. Inclined surface. Have you noted the equations?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now take a problem. So let us solve a problem. So directly you take the diagram. So this is the free surface of liquid. And this is the inclined surface. So here there is a rectangular surface. Okay. So now, so the rectangular surface is 2 meter wide. So 2 meter wide it is, and 3 meter deep. So it is 3 meter deep and 2 meter wide. So the angle of inclination is 30 degree. Value of theta is 30 degree. So you need to identify the total pressure and center of pressure. Position of center of pressure should be identified. Apart from that, this particular surface is at a distance 1.5 meter. So this surface is 1.5 meter deep. Okay, so this is the rectangular surface and this is the free surface. Okay, so identify the force, total pressure, that is F, and H star. So first write the given thing. The value of a theta is given as 30 degree. Breadth of the surface is 2 meter. Depth is 3 meter. Therefore, area is 6 square meter. Okay. Since it is a rectangular surface, so where does the center of gravity exist in the rectangular surface? Where does the center of gravity exist in a rectangular surface?
At
At
the
the
center.
Center, ma'am.
At the center. So at the center of gravity is going to exist. From the center of gravity, okay. So from this point up to free surface of liquid, what is the notation we are going to use? From the center of gravity up to the free surface of liquid, which notation you are going to use?
H bar.
Very good. It is H bar. Okay, I am taking this as a reference. If I could have taken OO axis as a reference, in spite of taking H bar, you have to take Y bar. Okay, so since the theta value is given here, that is 30 degree. So therefore, what will be the value of a H bar now? Can anybody tell me? What is the value of H bar?
3 meter, ma'am.
How it is 3 meter? So this is total, that is 1.5. It is somewhat like this condition. So this point is at a depth of 1.5 and this is the point where H bar is going to be calculated. So this is 1.5 plus this is overall depth is 3 meter divided by 2. So 1.5 plus. So this condition was somewhat like this if it is vertical, but since it is inclined, so 1.5 3 divided by 2, which is equal to how much? 3 meter. Now how we are going to calculate F? F is equal to rho g A into H bar. So if you consider this as a water, so density of water is 1000 into 9.81 into what is the area? 6, H bar is 3. Calculate the value of F in terms of a Newton. So actually this is multiplied by sine theta because it is an inclined surface. Okay. The surface is like this. So multiplied. So 3 divided by 2 multiplied by sine theta. Equate the value of theta is 30 degree. So this is not 3 meter. It is 2.25 meter. So replace 3 by 2.25 meter. So here I am going to draw this diagram. It will be easy for you to understand. So this is h bar and this was the total rectangle surface. But here, since the center of gravity exists at the center, so 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. This is h bar and this is the adjacent. Sine theta, how we are going to write? It is adjacent. Is it opposite by hypotenuse, that is 1.5. So therefore h bar is nothing but it is 1.5 into sine theta. Okay. So this is how you are going to calculate h bar. That is h bar is equal to 1.5 into sine 30 degree plus 1.5. So this will become 2.25 meter. S. What is the value of F? F is equal to 1000 into 9.81 into 6 into 2.25. What is the value of F you are going to obtain? What is the value of F you are going to obtain?
1,32,435, ma'am.
It is 1,32,435
435
Newton.
Newton.
Okay, this is F. Now how we are going to identify H star? What is the equation? Ig into sine square theta divided by A into H bar plus H bar. Okay. So for rectangular surface, what is Ig value? For rectangular surface, what is the value of Ig? What is the value of Ig for a rectangular surface? Yes, tell
BD
me.
cube.
BD cube divided by 12.
12.
Ig is nothing but it is BD cube divided by 12. So equate the value and tell me the value of Ig.
Ma'am, 4.5, ma'am.
What is the value of Ig? Your 0.5. What is the
4.5,
unit
ma'am.
for Ig? 4.5. What is the unit? What is the unit? What is the unit for Ig? D is in terms of a meter. D cube is meter cube. B is in terms of a meter. So meter into meter cube will be what?
Meter raised to 4.
Very good. It is meter raised to 4. Okay. Now equate the value of Ig as a 4.5 into sine square 30 whole divided by A is 6 and H is 2.25 plus 2.25. Calculate and tell me the value of H star.
2.3.
How much?
2.33.
What is the unit? What is the unit? How we are going to measure the height? How we are going to measure the height?
Meter, ma'am.
In terms of a meter. So this is the value of a H star. Okay, and this is the value of a F. Okay. So in tomorrow's class, again, we are going to solve few more problems which are very important from the exam point of view. So this is very simple problem. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you. Thank you very much.